I wasn't live again on Bookmap. Sorry, everybody. I do a bunch of live streaming, and I've been doing Bookmap right now inside of the Bookmap channel, but I wasn't live yet. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I just I'll share my screen now. Sorry. You should be good now. I'm sharing my screen on Discord now for Bookmap, and I see the chat as well. Just double check. Yep. Where did the chat go, though? Let's see here. Shout out to Dan P. Hi, Bruce. I see you in there now. Boom. Everything should be good now. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Okay. And let me put this out to my group, too. I go to send the link out, and I see that I'm not live. And I'm like, and I was literally presenting for the last, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes straight. Giving a lot of energy, too. You know what it is I do my live stream, and it's so much energy in my live stream. And I do my live stream to restream, but you guys go to Discord, so I have to go in the settings of my it's just a bunch of things I got to do. I'll just write it down, and I'll make sure my team watches the live stream from now on. I'm giving a live trade right now as we speak. Stop loss entry. You may want to see this live on Bookmap. Hopefully this trade will play out and no one will care. So here's the deal. Bitcoin's sitting at this beautiful level, right? And I'm thinking of entering the trade. So take profit is 29,070 to 2972, and the estimated P&L, right? I'm going for 26,833 is going to be my stop loss. All right. And let's see here. What's going on? Why? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm on the short. I'm like, why are you telling me I'm losing money there? It doesn't make sense. So 29.72, stop loss at 26.833. All right. If you were watching me earlier today on YouTube, I was talking about how I use Bookmap to make a great trade. We started the live stream today with the 1 hour. When I woke up at 7 in the morning, we were here. All right. We were right here. And I drew this flag. I opened up Bookmap. I drew this flag. I draw the measured move, and it said that we were likely going to 27,200 area, right? Right down there, 27.2. Could even go later maybe to 27.50. And then I looked at Bookmap, which I opened up, and lo and behold, Bookmap did have a big bar of liquidity lower. Like it wasn't there yet. It's hard to see now. There's too much going on. But we had this big bar of liquidity that we were about to head into. Just like we kind of see this bar of liquidity here, it kind of says that we may go lower. Like, so, so we went right into the big bar of liquidity. That let me know that we were going to go down. So today I saw that the stochastics were about to curve. We had previous resistance, like 8 candles could not get above the resistance. It was likely we were going to make a move to the downside, right? And that's also a bear flag. You had a gap in the VRVP, and Bookmap gave us the liquidity. Bookmap said, hey, there's a bunch of big orders down at 27.2. I put this out to the live stream, told everybody likely a short to the downside, and then lo and behold, the market did short right to 27,239, right into the pocket. We watched the liquidations. Again, all these people lost their accounts. We didn't. You know, we were the ones who made money on the shorts, trading with smart money because we could see where the biggest orders were. Again, Bookmap gave us an edge. Again, Bookmap put us in position. I do this in 10 to 12 o'clock is a great time to trade, too, when they move the markets between 10 and 11. Beautiful, beautiful trade playing out. Look at this 4 hour starting to push right now as we speak. I really like the trade. I'm missing my entry as we speak, right? And it's taken away from a little bit of my entry. So let's look. I want to get in right now at 27,400. All right. I would like to risk about $100. Let's say $120 for $340. If it moves and goes well, we can add more to the trade, right? And I'm gonna enter this trade as we speak right now. All right. Bang. I'm entering an SR flip. My liquidation is 26.6, right? I'll lose the $194. But I have a stop loss at 28.33 where I'll lose basically $130, $120. I can confirm this, ready to go. And we're in the trade, okay? I put $193 in at 30x leverage. And that's kind of the trade right there. I tend to like to put more money in at less leverage. Tends to be better, give you a less liquidation. But because I'm going an SR flip, I really like once this level loses and we start going somewhere down here, the whole trade gets negated. The whole idea is over. So to me, I'm trading the fact that this is technically a retest. If you look at it, you almost have, well, look, you have an ascending triangle. Are you okay? Is that glass? Wow. What was that? You broke it, right? Jesus. All right. So here you have a falling wedge to the upside, 6% gain coming, and we're risking 2%, right? And there you go. I like this trade personally. It's already up 2%. Look at that. We made 2% immediately. That's the fastest $4. Hey, that buy you coffee right there. That's a Starbucks. That's a cup of coffee. Maybe not a Starbucks, but that's a cup of coffee, a small somewhere. You know, if you close the trade right now, even after fees and taxes, you still have $2, right? So the fastest $2 you can make in the game right there as we entered the trade as it started to move. Again, not all trades play out like immediately like that. We'll see what happens, right? But I really like this low stochastic. I like the hidden bullish divergence too. See the hidden bullish? Swing up to swing up, but this is swinging down. That's hidden bullish divergence. Tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. So I got hidden bullish with previous support of resistance. I like the trade. So I just made a live trade for each and every one of you there. And look, it's booming, up $7. Anyone could have scalped that right now with even more leverage, would have made even more gains. I mean, technically at 100x leverage, that would have been a 9% gain immediately. But I usually don't go into that leverage. But look, I mean, that's a quick $7, right? Just funny, right? But so there's the trade that I'm putting out right now. Just live trade to everyone else. Let's just see who's here on the live stream. God bless all my peoples. We have 800 people in the trading group. I just made a live trade. You think everyone would come on in, but people are busy. They work a lot, right? So there we are. I love the hardest working mentor in the game. Yo, what's up? There we are. Yep. I need to start. No, you got to. GF Burke, can you get my wife's phone number? I'll give you permission to take my wife's phone number. You got to call my wife because you're the one who's checking these live. So the second I'm not live, and I'm quick. So if it's 102 and I'm not live, you got to call my wife and say he is not live. I did this live stream. And today is my dad's birthday, man. My dad died in May. Today was the first birthday I've ever celebrated since I've been alive without my dad, man. And it's my daughter's birthday. They share a birthday. So it's a pretty emotional day for me. My sister just sent me a picture of my dad. Oh, I miss him, man. That can get you. Anyway, let's focus on trading, But, and again, trading kind of helps in a way because when you put your mind into trading, like you're stuck onto the trade, So I like what I'm seeing. I like the support of resistance flip. I like the hidden bullish. And then I like the bullish divergence on the smaller time frames too as well. That also tells me a big move can be coming. Those that matter are here with you, Sam. D-Dubs, man, I love you. In the house, baby. Shout out to Indu Tom. Shout out to Stack McChange, John Connor, Crypto Trappa, D-Dubs, Fib Sniper, GF Burke, Big Wick Energy, Gabochi, and everyone else here on the Laws. Nils, God bless you. Between Shadow and Light and everyone here, Life for Adam and John Connor, we love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you so much for jumping on in. Still a high-risk trade. You never know what could happen. There's no guarantees. But, I just put my money where my mouth is, and we'll see what happens. This trade goes well, right? What I love about this is if the trade goes well, we're taking $350 off the trade, all right? Trade goes wrong, we lose $120. So pretty square away 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. We either lose 63 or we gain 181, and there you go. And I have a lot of high probability ideas based on how it could play out, and we'll go from there. This was a $5,000 account that I've taken up to $6,400 in about a week, and I'm continuing to grind through. So here we go. And you're going to watch me I don't always make a trade on Bookmap, but if I see the market is exceptioning of a trade, I will take the trade. So I don't want you to think every single time he's live on Bookmap, he will trade. But I think about 3 times now we've made a live trade, and I've been live on Bookmap, 4 or 5 times. So, see, Brute, I have you off because I have you off so I can, see, Brute, I have you off. Oh, so that's playing in the background too. Yeah, so there we go. I could hear you if I turn my stereo up, but I have you turned off. But I think we're good, man. I believe we're money in the Discord now, right? I'm sharing my screen, and I have the chat open. And I see people in the room as well. Funny, the chat. Yeah, I'm seeing everyone in there. I popped it out so I can see people there, and then I can pop the chat out too, and then have them both. Yep. Everything seems correct. Good to go. Yeah. Look, $8. Trade's going well, up 4%. That's how you make 4% really fast. You'd be like, damn, every time this guy shows up on Bookmap, he's hitting it. And again, it's a very small trade. It hasn't even begun yet, but this looks very likely. Like the 1 hour is about to make a big move to the upside. Look, you even have a cup and handle here. Look, cup with a handle on the stochastics RSI. This divergence is strong. Whenever you see flat RSI with the price push it down, it tells you you're likely going to get a move to the upside. MACD turning to as well. This looks pretty spot on to me. But again, who knows? Anything is possible. That's why I always have a stop loss in case the trade does not go the way I'm looking at it. But the 1 hour looks about to explode, and the 4 hour looks great. When the 1 hour and the 4 hour low like that in tandem, it also adds to my trade. Very likely that we could get a move to the upside. So, yeah, this is interesting to me, and I like what I'm seeing here. I love what I'm seeing here, honestly. Now, the more cautious trader. Now, I'm a very risk trader, a very aggressively risk trader. So this is an aggressive entry right now. All right, I want to get the best. Now, this could break up. You're looking for the breakup, and the retest could be a key area to get in. So we break out here, we bounce. That's going to be a key area to look for an entry. Okay, previous resistance and their support, bang, bang, bang. Right. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at right now, and not really nothing else to say. I've opened the trade long at, where was our entry at? Our entry was sitting at 27,410, right? Look, now we're up $9 already. I mean, this is the highest the trade's been going, 4.7%. Almost wish I put more money in a higher level, but we'll go from there. I'm actually really excited to see where this goes. Very strong SR flip. The last trade I made was an SR flip, the same exact way, previous resistance for support, SR flip right here. Previous resistance becomes support. Can we get the move, right? And so trading support is key. All right, and that's basically kind of, you can use the 1,000 indicators, but support and resistance, I believe, is amazing. 30-minute, 50 MA, and 20 MA will cross shortly. And so he's saying, front running a golden cross on the 30-minute. That's going to be a death cross, though, but that means they get tight. And for a move to the upside, I really wouldn't bother with that much on the 30-second. Like, look, we were about to get it here. It might cross. Doesn't always mean you're going to get it. Like right there, you had it cross. It kind of just, all the crosses did give you somewhat of a dump. Right there, you just went sideways, though. You see that? It didn't do anything, and then you got a huge pump out. I wouldn't put too much weight. And honestly, what could happen, too, is this could turn before it even hits. Like, this could turn, and then we'll get a huge pump to the upside. So I'd be careful front-running a death cross on the 30-minute, all right? But I appreciate you putting that out. Cryptolifer in the Bookmap house. Get it, Sam. Shout out to Adam Nash. Thank you. That's what I meant. It's a short with liquidity down. Player X. It's a short with liquidity down. And you know what? That's what everyone wants, right? And that's why we're likely going to rip up. Everyone is shorting the market, so they're going to have a bunch of stop losses the other way. You remember, when price dumps fast, what happens? People jump into shorts. When they made the last attempt to dip, they got the emotional shorts to open up shorts. So you have to remember, there's all these stop losses here. The price didn't go down. Now, if the price went up first, the stop losses are all down here. You have to remember, the price went down, so the stop losses are here. When they liquidate people, they're going to go up. All right? Think about it. Price went up here. What happened? People ran in, and then there's stop losses, and then we went kind of sideways. But notice, every time price action makes a move, boom, look, the stop losses get shredded. So just think about it. You had a huge pump. The stop losses got shredded. You had a huge dump. You're likely to get a pump back to the upside. Now, maybe we make an M there, and if the 4-hour makes an M, then the daily dumps on us. All right? But just remember, there's a lot of liquidity above you. There's less liquidity down here because the last move was down. So because the last move was down, it induced more people to open up shorts. Emotional. You have to remember, 90% of traders are emotional traders. They're not looking at the charts. They're going down with the dump, okay? So right when we made this dump today, a bunch of people jumped in, all right? Right here, there's a bunch of shorts on the other side of this. You know there's a bunch of shorts right here at 27,650 because they're all like, oh, that's resistance. Let's short it. They also don't know the divergences. Divergences are so much keyer than everything else, and divergences will really trump everything else in the game. So there's, Look, you're up $10 now, 5% in the trade. If you had made the trade with me, you're up 5%, all right? It's another day that I'm profitable. And again, I'm not saying it's a huge win right now. We're waiting for the payday, but I'm proving to you that I did enter the trade at a very key area of support, which did create a gain immediately, all right? Now, you don't always get a gain immediately. I don't want you to think this is how it always goes, but, it's going well today, right? Luckily, Tuesday's a great day to trade, and Bookmap gives me Tuesdays. So luckily, a lot of times I look great because had they given me a Friday or a Monday, it probably wouldn't look so good, So thank you, Bookmap, for Tuesdays, man, because Tuesdays are the best days. Make me look great, It's a good day to trade. It's a good day for liquidity, Yeah. All right, I did have the chat open there on Bookmap. Oh, what a day. And remember, I believe right at the end of this stream, I'll head over to Sin City Crypto, and you're going to see me on Sin City Crypto's live stream also. So that's also a good move, a good look. This trade is plowing away, everyone, It's doing pretty well, to be honest, And now let's take a look at Bookmap. So look what Bookmap did. It built this big level of liquidity, right? They're still holding this big area here. So if we can't get above that resistance, remember, we still have a resistance. We're going to have to get back above 27,622, 27,650. That's going to be, boom, we had a key area. Once we flip that, that's why the less risky trader, I believe, would wait for the break above here in the retest. See, that's what I got that circled area. The retest would be key. I'm aggressive. I want to get in early and see if we can make it, The 1 hour also was looking like it was at the top of that channel, but we didn't get dumped on. So here's the key. If you can't get above here, ooh, look what I see now. Look, shoulder, ahead. And so I want the 15-minute to make a right shoulder. That will even solidify the fact that we're likely going to get a move out of here. So I'm going to watch the 15-minute for a possible right shoulder too as well. That tells me we could get another move further up. All right. Thank you, Burke. Yep. Up 10% on my soul levy. Word to Bitcoin. There you go. Got my long entry at 27,330. Move my stop above break even. Intrinsic. We love you. Smash the likes for the harder working TA in the game. Thank you. Happy birthday to your dad and your daughter. Isn't that crazy? They share a birthday. Looks very probable, right? Sup, brother? 50 MA. Thank you. Enlight. Pappy Lifer in the house. Yeah. Blessing Sam. Those that matter are here with you. God bless you. Thanks for doing this. 99 in the house. Shout out to Keep Hammering. We love you. Keep going, man. It doesn't stop, right? Crypto Bear Baker, GF Burke, Zeus Cash. I'm here and listening, but cutting trees now. Okay. My dad and I have the same B-Day and the same name. Wow, he's called Crypto Trapper too? That's such a cool name. And look, we're gonna have to flip this area now too. Look, because previous support bounce became resistance. We gotta flip 27,460 to remain bullish. We can't flip this area. We're gonna come back down for a possible double bottom at 27,229. Now, there's a chance that's going to be our bounce, too, and we get a beautiful double bottom there. So, next hour is key to see if we can get above here or we come back down. And again, there's no guarantees I win my trade just because it's green right now. There's no guarantees we win that trade, right? Look, it's probably back. Yeah, it's up 3% now. We'll see where it goes. Really like the SR flip. We'll take it from there. Yeah, that's basically Bookmap today. And then what I do is I trade altcoins in conjunction. So if I see that Bitcoin's going to make a huge move, then I'll trade a coin that follows Bitcoin, like Matic or Solana or Atom or Polkadot. All the top coins in the top 50 are basically going to follow Bitcoin pretty much very closely. Ethereum, Litecoin, and they'll usually give you a little bit better of a return than the Bitcoin move. So if Bitcoin's going to make a 1 or 2% move, you might get a 5, 10, maybe even a 30% move out of an altcoin. So I watch as Bitcoin's the outlier. I use Bookmap to give myself where the liquidity is, and then I might not even trade Bitcoin. I might trade another altcoin. 30-minute reset off the 200 SMA with bullish div. Bookmap is spooking me, though, on the long trade. So far, so good, though. Yeah, I mean, it has this big order down here, right? It says we might get flushed down to 26.8. And normally I would look at that, and look, you even got a fair value gap because you can see big order, big order. There's a gap right here. I'm playing the SR flip, right? I'm playing the SR flip. Someone says Kaz is looking juicy. I did add to my Kaz trade. We'll see where it is. I'm watching this Onion. I call it the Onion, like because it's the Onion relayer, but Tong, right? The Onion network, but reminds me of right Tor, the Onion relayer. But me and my son have the same name and same BD as well. Dude, what are the odds 2 people in this group have the same name and same BD? The same name, I get it. And shout out to Ray Gutowski. I'm related to the Gustowskis. I might even be the Gutowskis, but I'm related to Gutowski family. They were at my aunt's funeral. It might be Gustowski, though, instead of Gutowski, but I think it's Gutowski. Let's take a look at Casper just real quick, an altcoin that I am looking at. And I'm long on Casper on the 4-day chart because the 4-hour chart looks like it's about to erupt. We were trading Casper on and off ever since it was a penny. This thing did a 5x back since basically January. This thing has just been ripping. It's on its own little tear, and it could start to go really parabolic here. So I'm looking for Casper to make a pretty big move. And I'm personally pretty heavily invested in Casper too as well. Hope to get down to the 0.618 and the 0.0193, and then I'll get in, right? GFAL at 0.193. Rumors of Coinbase listing for Casper. Interesting. I don't see why they wouldn't. That would be a good idea. You know, yo, Sammy, shout out to Barry L UFC. Thank you for being here. You know, so I'm personally in this trade too as well. If the Bitcoin trade goes well, Casper will follow it. Here's another way to kind of make a 40% gain off Bitcoin's 1 to 10, 5, 1 to 3% gain. this coin will absolutely erupt. So pay attention. This is the stuff that I teach. We've gone over this. I've posted it to my trading group. I've talked about it, and I've put my money where my mouth is. All right. You can trade these things spot. And again, I'm not going to stress the smaller time frames, the 15-minute, all that. I'm really just going to be watching the 1 hour and the 4 hour and making sure that we stay above this SR flip. If we do that, we can continue to the upside. If not, you never know. But previous resistance is becoming support for Bitcoin. Let's see if it can hold. We're only at $5 now, up 2.3%. At the most, we were up about 4 or 5%, up $10. It's $193 in at 30x long with a stop loss, right, at 26,833 and a take profit at 29,072. All right, 0.21 Bitcoin in the trade, based off, right? Based off that idea. So there you have it. All right, for Bitcoin, bitty Bitcoin. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going for. Now, it looks to me like this may come back down on the 15 and give us a bit of a double bottom. Now, other thing that I'm watching is we have lower liquidity for Bookmap. So this could bounce here. What I'm starting to look for, everyone, is a shoulder, a head. Can we make a right shoulder and not end up back inside the pattern? So watch the 15-minute for that confirmation. That could kind of lead us further on to the rest of the day, right? GFAL, I believe, may continue, honestly, on a tear. And not because I own it and I want it to continue, obviously, but it's interestingly showing signs of wanting to make a parabola, right? You want to get the 618 fib retracement back down to this 1918 area, 16. You know, there's a chance this thing's making a parabola because look at the daily. Your daily's resetting and you're just going so sideways. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing makes a huge push up to 4 cents, 4.5 cents before it starts to kind of. I'm long on this too right now, and we're gonna see where this goes. Right, this can be bought on again here on spot on MEXC. I like MEXC the most because if you trade spot, you don't pay any fees. It's zero spot, so that's amazing, right? But right here, if you go to GFAL. And you see, I just like to prove to you guys I'm not BSing you. I got $3,322 in the trade right now. If you go to Casper, right? So I don't show trades, not every trade I'm in, but, I got $4,000 in Casper right now, right? And I'm actually liking Casper. I'm buying $2,000 more of it around these areas. Make sure I'm doing, yeah. I bought some more Casper just now. Casper. Now I got $6,000 of Casper. I've made about $12,000 off this already trading, and I've been waiting to reallocate. So these are just profits from swing trading this coin on and off. All right. Yeah, so that's GFAL there. I'm in Casper play, 5% up, aggressive entry with a tight stop. There you go. So I kind of there's not much more to talk about for Bitcoin, kind of what I'm doing here, right? I'm playing that SR flip, and Bookmap doesn't have any huge liquidity built above us yet. Some orders here, some orders there. We got some orders, but the biggest order still sits at 27,000, says they're going to bring us down to 1,000 Bitcoins. We ate into it a little bit. I guess we didn't get enough. So that order is still standing. It's like it didn't get chewed up enough. There's a chance we do go lower and double bottom there and then get a bigger move on out. Again, I'm going to be aggressive and take the risk. Bookmap does suggest that we do go lower. So that's, and it's usually pretty accurate. So right now I'm kind of fighting Bookmap with the SR flip, which I normally do not do. Normally I'm just saying. So if you see us trunk right down into here, you're like, well, Bookmap was correct. And what I'd like to see is some more orders up here kind of start to slide in that show us that we could kind of slide to the upside a little bit. Pretty evenly staked, but you can definitely see there's more orders to the downside than to the upside. So that definitely has me a little cautious into the long for Bitcoin. Okay, that's the one reason why it's funny. Before I had Bookmap, I would just have traded my Stokes, and I never would have. But this tells me to be careful. The fact that we came into the area and that we did touch it is interesting to me. But the fact that the order didn't get filled enough for him to still hang out tells me that we have to watch. All right. I got more CAS at 044. I don't know. Seems like it's making a head and shoulders. HM, head and shoulders him. What does that mean? Well, I'll put 6 now. If we go to anywhere lower, back to 3, 2, I'll put in another 6, and then before another, I'd like to have about 20 grand worth of Casper when it's all said and done. I had 308,000 Caspers, right? Now I'm down to, how many do I have? I have a third of my bag now, right? So the 50 minutes about to get overbought. See, it's curving on the Stokes. It's lack of bullish momentum. And you have rising price with falling volume, which is bearish. Now you need falling price with falling volume for a reversal, right? So the 1 hour, the 15-minute is likely to come down a little bit here. Based on my strategy and my indicators, the 15-minute is telling us that it's likely going to drop to the downside. I could possibly open up a quick short scalp while I have the long open, and then like I told you, I'm looking for this to create a right shoulder here. Because I got a shoulder, I got a bit of a head, and that would be a right shoulder, and we could break on out. And then it would be like a symmetrical triangle, an ascending triangle of sorts, something like this. And we could also, if we make a lower low, then, right, and I'm looking, if we do dump, I'm looking for the double bottom. And I'm playing the previous resistance becomes support right there at 27,240. All right. That's like my protection. We lose that, and the trade kind of is ruined. And that's kind of what I'm looking at today. Is not to push it or really kind of exhausting any other information I could give you. This is what I'm watching. All right. It definitely looks like a short's coming to the downside in the next half an hour to maybe less than that. How deep that short goes is the question. And I may add to the trade too to lower my liquidation, lower my stop. So if we come down in here, there's a chance I add to the trade too, depending on how I feel about the situation. We do have to flip this area, as you can see. Bounce, resistance. So we got to flip that and not. So we don't want to lose 27,230. We want to get back above 27,450. Those are our resistance and support areas that we're kind of stuck in between here. I see the 15-minute possibly getting to move down, but there's a chance we get flushed by the bigger time frames. That's why I'm looking for this right shoulder, head, and a right shoulder to the upside. That would be key. All right. Any questions, everybody? Anyone out there? What does SR flip stand for? A support and resistance flip. When support becomes resistance, or when resistance becomes support. Call it RS flip, SR flip. I've seen it both ways. Okay. Shout out to Stan Lubowski. We appreciate you for being here. All right. I just want to get rid of this dialogue box. That was annoying. 2 lives in one day. Let's go, baby. And I'll be back for Sin City Crypto too. Right? We're going to have a blast. Right? Yeah, second shoulder isn't there yet. Exactly. Yep. We're projecting the shoulder before it happens. Right? That's the key. Lifer, best TA in the game. Thank you, Matthew. I mean, I do my best. I'm sure there's people better than me. I'm not, I don't know. TA is so open-minded and subjective, and there's so many people doing so many different things. But I hope through my consistency I can help you. The last week I have been, I don't tooting my own horn, but the last week I have not missed a Bitcoin call literally for 11 days. I gave the short today, nailed it. I longed all weekend long. We hit the call on Sunday night. We shorted yesterday. We nailed it. I just, we've been doing amazing. So, and then last week I hit the Tuesday night call, hit the Wednesday night call. I shorted, and the 8-hour time frame is still in play that I put out. I put an 8-hour call out for Bitcoin that's still in the money. So, yeah, I mean, things have been going really, really well. I can't complain. Monthly bullish div on Bitcoin. Yeah, after hours. Monthly bullish div. Oh, I see hidden bullish divergence on the monthly for Bitcoin. Yeah, so highly likely due to the SR flip we stay there, but there's some, maybe not, but you're definitely in the debate. Maybe not, but you're definitely in the debate. Thank you, Big Wig Energy. I appreciate it. I try to be humble, man. I'm not trying to, You know, when I first came in the game, I was a little competitively aggressive. And, you know, I'm humble, man. I take this trading game one day at a time, you know, and at one point, it's funny. At one point, it's funny. I'll be like 80 years old, and I'll probably eventually be done. I just thought of the day when I'm like, I eventually stop trading and what it feels like. Look what I just saw, too. I see an inverted cup and handle. I didn't see it at first. It's funny how you stare at the charts long enough, you'll see something different. But there's an inverted cup and handle that could give us a nasty dump. Remember, I'm not always right. There's a chance this just boom, blah, 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 and like we dump all the way down. Bookmap says that we go down into here, right? The Bookmap order book is at 27,000 right here. So Bookmap says we're going lower. And that's, honestly, it's funny. That is the actual, if we took this inverted cup and handle, it's wick to wick, all right? That's if you flip this upside down, you take the top wick to the middle wick, and then you put that right there. That's where you're about to go. And that says 26,950. And Bookmap has all this liquidity hanging out at 27,000, 26, the exact area. And I'm the cup and handle guy. So it's kind of crucial we don't lose 27,321. We lose 27,321, you're going down to 27,150, right? It's kind of, it's a like. So this is like the 15 minutes going to tell us, like, we really want that right shoulder. Really want to see this right shoulder play out and not get too low. That would be so key. So I'm long, but I am showing you, I'm open-minded to believe that I could be wrong, right? And that's, I always want to battle my bias and make sure I'm going against my bias, all right? I don't want to be like, it has to be certain ways, because that's just not the right way to trade. You do have to pick probability, and you have to say, okay, and you have to, I believe my trade will go well. Like, I never get into a trade thinking I'm going to lose the trade. Like, highly likely that trade goes well for me, but there's no guarantees, and I know that. And I know that I don't know where the market's going. I just play probabilities. That way, if a market doesn't go the right way, I'm not wrong, right? People beat themselves up. I was wrong. Well, you're not really wrong, because you were never supposed to be right. You were taking a move off of probability. There's really nothing else you could have done, right? All right, everyone. I'll be back on Sin City Crypto not too long from now. Let me just double check, because I have a DM with my man. Yeah, it's going to be 2 to 3 p.m. So I'm going to jump off here, just give myself 5 minutes to relax, make sure I'm like situated and ready to go. But I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so sorry for the 10-minute delay there. I was actually live streaming. I just wasn't live at the time, you know. But I was able, I got myself prepared, and I went over everything that we talked about, and I was able to, I was able to kind of square it away. I mean, kind of look, previous resistance becomes an SR flip there. It's almost the same way, right? So I am sending you some mixed signals, but I'm taking the long, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm telling you my last signal by going long. But I don't know where Bitcoin's going, and I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm simply just playing an SR flip and putting my faith in the fact that this previous resistance could become support. We could get a double bottom here, and that could be another beautiful entry on the 15. If we lose this level, remember, we're likely to drop down to 26,900, 27,000. And Bookmap does show that there's a big order book down there, So we definitely bears watching that we could start to get flushed to the downside. I do see the small time frames coming down. How far they come down and what levels we can hold depend on whether I'll add to the trade or cut my trade off. All right, everyone. And that's the Bookmap session for today. I'll be back next week. And I appreciate everyone that jumped on in. I really, 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 really appreciate it. After Hours, Big Wick, Eric Eubanks, following you and trying to live up to your consistency and joining the 99 is the best thing to happen in my crypto journey. Hey, God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lifers for life. Thank you, Stack Me Change. Watch that 7 minute to see where we hold when it resets. Crypto is life, yeah? 7 minute also looks treacherous, right? Yeah, coming down. So we want to see if we can flatten out. All right, everyone. May God bless you all for coming on. Thank you to Bruce and the whole team over at Bookmap. We love you guys. We appreciate you. And I thank you all so much for being here with me every single week for the Bookmap tutorial and just going over Bookmap and having fun. I mean, Bookmap bailed us out again this morning. It was an amazing move for Bookmap. And, and we definitely went into that liquidity zone. So only time will tell. I made a long. Let's check on it one last time before I jump on out of here and see what's happening with that long. It is still up 2%, up $5. You still got that cup of coffee, everyone. And may you have a wonderful day, and may you stay blessed. God bless you all. Thank you so much.